been on a couple of them, and if I don't get on another one, I'm okay. We'll get started. Pledge allegiance to the flag. Okay, we'll call the meeting to order and have the attendance.
Fish, Johnson, Jorgensen, Call, Lawrence, Steen, Mayor Buck.
Here. All right, we'll do the approval of the agenda. Any additions or corrections? Motion and second to approve the agenda. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval of the minutes from the March 14 and March 18 meetings. Any additions or corrections? I'll look for a motion. Motion and second to approve the minutes. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval of the claims on pages 13 and 14. I'll look for a motion on that or discussion.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion and second to approve the claims. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have the consent calendar. We have 4 wage adjustments and tax abatement, among other things.
I'll move to approve. Second.
Motion second to approve. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Visitors and timed items. This is an opportunity for anybody that would like to visit with the council on any particular item, whether it's on the agenda or not on the agenda. We ask you to come up to the podium and give us your name and address. Keep it to 5 minutes. Anybody would like to talk to the council? Okay, we'll move on. We have public hearing. This is the first reading of ordinance 700, amending chapter 15-2-5 of the zoning extensions on pages 24 and 25. Was recommended do pass by the planning and zoning. Any discussion?
So ordinance 700, if you look at chapter 15.2.5E in the zoning code, it says that the Board of Adjustment by conditional use permit may, if you have a lot that for some reason has 2 zoning classification, they can extend one across the rest of the lot. So otherwise in the zoning ordinance, the Planning and Zoning Commission is the one that issues conditional use permits. This language just clarifies that instead of Board of Adjustment, it is the Planning and Zoning Commission that issues conditional use permits.
Okay. Any other discussion? Motion and second to approve the first reading of ordinance 700. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And we have the first reading of ordinance 701. Also recommended do pass.
Correct. So we had a homeowner in town come to us as staff wanting to do a either for profit or he would be taking money for donations. Either way, money would be changing hands. So he wanted to do a garden at his residence. And unless it's a principal use, which ag isn't allowed in R1, it has to be either a principal or an accessory use. To be an accessory use, the limitation is it has to be smaller in scope than the principal use, and that would be the house. So that would be a garden smaller than the house. He has quite a substantial lot and wanted to have a garden larger than his house. So the proposed language allows him to do that. It would, all home occupations are conditional use, so there would be some check on conditions to it through that route.
Any other discussion? Motion second to approve, the first reading of ordinance 701. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Old business. We have the second reading of ordinance 699, rezoning that lot, Wells Addition. Where are we at on that?
This is the second reading, so we've had the public hearing, so it's up to you all if that is a rezone you would like to do. Currently it is zoned general business. It's surrounded by HI to the north. The current owner has storage units on the lot and wants to add more. The problem is, under current GB, they could not expand what currently exists. So that's what they're looking to do. Taking them at their word.
Okay, it's the second reading, first reading passed. Any other discussion? I'll look for a motion.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion second to approve the second reading of ordinance 699. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And committee reports, golf course, how we doing? We've got some seasonal hires on page 39. I'll look for a motion on that.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion and second to approve the seasonal hires for the golf course. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Parks and Rec, got the parks report on page 40. And we've got a request to install bleachers on the First National Bank field by the Baseball Association. So, let us know what's up.
Good evening, everyone. If you're not aware of who I am, I'm Chris Brown with the Brandon Valley Baseball Association. Last park board meeting, we brought in a request to add a new bleacher system on the third base side at First National Bank Field. This thing is probably 7 years in the making. It was in our original plans, but we didn't have the funding at the time, and we've done projects since in Valley Springs and here at Aspen Park, so it's kind of been backtracked. But once we received the bid for the state amateur tournament next year, this thing was kind of moved to the forefront for us. As I told the park board, the amateur crowd's a little different than the high school crowd. When we hosted the high school Legion tournament, the kids were kind of down the lines, and the kids are a little more active than the amateur crowd. The amateur crowd prefers to grab their hamburger and go sit down and watch the game and do that route. So we were fortunate also last 2 years to get all four of our tournaments in. So all of the funding for this project will come from the Brandon Valley Baseball Association. So we went out and received bids. We did the bids through the company who built the grandstand. So it's the same exact company. It'll be a little different look. There'll be no covering, no chair backs, but it'll be it's a bleacher system is what it is essentially. They put together plans for us, which I submitted to Brian and to the city hall with concrete and all of that type of stuff. And we're looking to add 195 permanent seats at First National Bank Field. It'll be located right between the third base dugout, and it'll extend to the bullpen on the third base side of the facility. So it'll be on the opposite side of the entrance. We had more space there, so that's why we're proposing that area. It will be built right over the top of our current well system, and we're all good on that. So it'll also provide some protection for our well, which we really like. So we'll be able to lock that underneath the grandstand so nobody can get at that system any longer. So if anyone has any questions, I can definitely answer them for you. Otherwise, hopefully it's something that you guys will see as a good addition to our community.
Chris, I think you've done a terrific job, you and your organization.
Thank you.
And we're very proud of all the work you've done, at least I am.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Chris?
Quick question. Yeah, I echo Mayor Buck. Love what you guys are doing down there. When are they thinking, ideally, after this season they'll install them, or what's the hope?
The bleacher system will probably go up in August or September, unfortunately. I would love to have it for the 9U through 12U state tournament. It could happen, but I'm guessing it will not from what I'm being told. The concrete we'll work with Devon on just to when they can come in and put that in, and I think that'll be a pretty easy installment the way it sounds. We are working with Sioux Falls Blacktopping on that, and Randy Connect, whose son was a former player of ours. So they'll do the concrete system underneath, and then it'll be ready for those guys to come in whenever they can find time in their schedule. But they're guessing that it'll be delivered probably late August, early September. We're hoping earlier, but we'll see what happens. They said installation will take roughly about a week.
Okay, I'm looking for a motion. Motion and second to approve the adding of the bleachers at First National Bank Field. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Pose same sign. Motion carries. Good job.
Thank you. And just our association wants to also say thanks for the concrete path down there. It's an awesome addition to the park. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Yep.
Good job. Public safety, no report, okay. Administration. You've got a copy of the annual report on page 42 to 63. I'm sure all of you have really studied the annual report in some detail. Excuse me? Page turner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Do we need to approve that
Yes.
by motion?
Yep.
That's kind of what I thought.
A couple things a couple things I added this year. On the long-term debt, I did put all of the long-term debt. It's only required to do the general fund long-term debt, but I think it's a good page to see all of our debt for the city. So the general fund long-term debt would be at the top, and we're just a little over 24 million. And then the enterprise funds, which is your water, sewer, golf course, is at the bottom, and they're at almost 28 million. So in the annual report would be 16. The packet is 16. So a total of 52.1 million in debt is currently what we have right now. The other thing that I added that's not required is what's called the CFA, or the Schedule of Expenditures for Federal Awards. Since we have had some large federal awards the last few years, it's not required to put this in this annual report, but it is something I have to essentially put together anyway for the auditors when they come, so they have a guide to go off when they come and do the federal audit. So that is on the next page, and that was a little over $6.6 million that we received in 2023 for federal. The auditors will be here April 22nd through the 23rd or 24th, depending on how much on-site they have to do, and they will start the independent audit for 2023 during that time.
Okay.
If you have any questions, you can certainly visit my office. There's a lot of numbers, a lot of details, so if you have anything specific, just let me know.
I'll look for a motion to approve. Second. Motion to approve the annual report. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Pose same sign. The motion carries. We have resolution 16-24 setting the fee for video lottery machines at $50 a machine.
Correct.
Any discussion on that? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion. Motion and second to approve resolution 16-24.
Something we're gonna make them aware of before they have to pay it, or how are we gonna handle
Yeah,
that?
we'll send something out.
Motion and second, so
This is typical of other communities.
Correct. I think in Christina's survey, virtually every first-class city charges the fee. We're about the only ones that don't.
any other discussion? I'll look for, I got the motion, so all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We've got the list of surplus items on page 66 through 71 that will be going to the auction. Is that correct?
Correct. You need to declare them surplus. Right at this point in time, the list will go, or the list of equipment will go to the auction out by Yogi Bear, which I believe is May 4th.
Okay,
Equipment, and then there's also some furnishings from the golf course. You also have a request from Seacock for the donation of one of the pickups listed on Public Works.
okay, do we do these,
You can do them all as one.
to declare them all surplus?
Yep.
a motion for that? Motion and second to declare the list of surplus items found on 66 through 71. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
So,
Motion
so
carries.
sorry, one last thing. So does that mean we're gonna donate to CCOG this, or
Nope,
can we
if
do
you
this
wanna-
separately?
We have to do that one separate, cause that's actually a resolution, that I would need to prepare, so if you wanna donate, I believe it's the '09 Ford F-250, listed on Public Works, we'll need to do that at the next meeting by resolution, just like we did with the plate lift.
The estimated value on that was 69,000.
69,000.
And Raleigh, your position on that was? I'm okay with keeping it all on the declaring it all surplus.
We already have. Okay,
Yeah, unless you direct me to draft a resolution.
okay. We'll move on to resolution 17-24. That's excluding that little sliver of land.
Correct, it's that parcel, just north of the hockey, or south of the hockey rinks across the river. I put the wrong, or I had the wrong legal description on the original resolution, that's been corrected, and I did not include the three-inch margin at the top of the resolution for economic recorded. So, hopefully, this will satisfy the county. I know.
I'll look for a motion on that. Motion and second to approve resolution 17-24. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Streets, got the work report on page 74. We have, resolution 18-24 approving of stop signs.
This would be stop signs for South Country Club and South Chestnut at their intersection with East Aspen to stop northbound traffic.
And if we pass this tonight, rough estimation of installation on this?
Couple weeks. It's just construction traffic right at the moment, so there's not a lot.
Motion and second to approve resolution 18-24. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Sidewalk project, this is where we budget money to repair sidewalks that have cracks and,
Correct, we're looking at, April 30th bid date to be on the council May 6th.
okay, I'll look for a motion on that. Motion and second to approve the sidewalk project. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have resolution 19-24, Department of Transportation Safe Street and Roads, grant application.
Correct. The CCOG is putting together a grant application for, to develop or review safe streets. And it also then would allow us access to a number of grant eligible projects that are listed starting on page 84. So we've already committed, previously to doing it. This is the final commitment resolution.
Any questions? I'll look for a motion. Second. A motion and second to approve resolution 19-24. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And Water and Sewer Department, drainage area maintenance project. Where are we at on that?
This is the same 11 sites that we bid out to do some operations and maintenance last year. We have 200,000 in the budget, and we would like to bid it out on April 30th.
Okay.
Do you recall last year how much we spent on that? Any idea?
I should have looked it up, but I think it was a little over 100,000.
All right, any other questions?
I move to approve.
Motion second to approve the drainage area maintenance project. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have an employee resignation. Brian Carter, is it? Okay. I'll look for a motion to accept. Motion and second to accept the employee resignation. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And then we've got the agreement with Burlington Northern. It's 89 to 108. I read it all.
It's an agreement for that force main, the sewer force main to Sioux Falls. We have an existing casing pipe there, but once we want to use that casing pipe, we need to have this permit as well.
I live for 19-page contracts to read. One of my favorite things. Any questions? Comments? I'll look for a motion to approve. Motion and second to approve the agreement with Burlington Northern. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We don't have any new business, any other new business, any need from executive session? I'll look for a motion to adjourn. Motion and second to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned. No, no.